Good morning, professor and classmates. Now we are going to present our project about packaged vegetables and fruits. The team is conformed by Ariadna Aguilar, Natalia Torres, Mariela Cortés, Sergio Espejo, Nicolas Noguet, and me, Jorge Calderón. Inside the fundamental of survival food, has always been a key piece in the process of evolution since the last centuries. Humans have been discovering new facts about different types of food, their properties, their benefits, also their side effects. It's known for a fact that vegetables are an essential diet for the human body, containing important nutrients to help users have a healthy life and prevent diseases.
Good morning, Professor. I'm Ariadna Aguilar, and today I'm going to present the objectives of our project. These are to identify the offer and demand of frozen packaged vegetables and fruits in the Peruvian market in the last years. Also, analyze the local consumer needs and expectations, as well as shape the target consumer as in geographic location, psychographic, demographic, socioeconomic level, and behavior. And finally, the proposal of the development and launch of the new product. Next slide, please. In respect to the marketing issue, the Peruvian market of fresh vegetables is large. It is considered a staple point in Peruvian cuisine and dishes. Also, vegetables and fruits are sold in local markets, supermarkets, wholesales, and even in streets as vendors offer them in small quantities. But nowadays, the demand of frozen vegetables is low, as consumers are accustomed to buy fresh products from markets and consume them during the week. Finally, frozen products are not usually well advertised, and high-end products are at exclusive markets are not accessible for average Peruvian consumer. Next slide, please. The analysis of the offer tells us that the offer is delimited by the category of food which belongs to the basic consumption, which are vegetables. Our product belongs to the agro-industrial sector as it goes from the field to an industrial process to improve their perishability conditions. We propose to gain market share in socioeconomic sectors A and B. Finally, the market size. According to Euromonitor, as shown in the next slide, shows that there is a total of 5 brands of frozen vegetables in the Peruvian market, being the most important Green Food and McCain, which are the main brands sold by retail stores such as Wong, Plaza Vea, and Vivanda.
Market evolution over time. We see in this graph that frozen vegetables has a tendency to increase consumption as people live or become more express. They prefer products that simplify their daily lives. Today, the demand will increase due to the pandemic that we have been going through, as they need not perishable products in their pantry and fridge, which will avoid the need for consumers to go shopping frequently. Next slide. Composition or position per capita. Your target audience is women and men that belong to the socioeconomic levels A and B. The growing demand for frozen vegetables has been largely driven by modern consumers who live in urban areas, taking advantage or raising disposable income and wider range of available products. The composition in Peru of processed foods increased from 3.7 to 4.0 in the last 5 years. This is due to the trend of people who live a faster life, considering it more in their monthly purchase, an increase in the demand for this type of products. Practical and nutrition, most of these consumers belong to the upper class, so they prefer to spend more on more refined and demand products. Next slide. Brands and make up the category. The brands that participate the most within the processed fruits and vegetables industry in the Peruvian market are Green Food and McCain and Wong, where the most notables are the two first previously mentioned, with a brand share of 0.3% and 0.2% respectively. Next slide.
Return, please. Next. 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 Yeah. Hello, teacher. My name is Sergio Espejo. I'm going to talk about analysis of distribution and analysis of publicity and promotion of category. In analysis of distribution, one of the main points of sale in which this category is offered is through the traditional distribution channel, supermarkets such as Wong, Plaza Vea, Vivanda, Totus, and other ones. They propose a product developed through business to business, Wong to Green Foods. For this reason, their distribution strategy is to reach to retail market to selling points. Therefore, they can reach the final consumer. For this to happen, they need to be offered in the supermarkets mentioned before. For the e-commerce market, we see that this channel has not been exploited by this type of products, so in this potential growth. Therefore, it can be clothed that in the distribution of this type of products occurs incentive since it is found in many points of sale from supermarkets that we frequently find in Lima, Peru. Next slide, please. Analysis of publicity and promotion of category. Our competition develops the promotion of products through business to business. We propose to reach more than the client and develop a business to consumer model by developing an intensive campaign through social networks, activation campaigns, and other examples. Next.
Greetings, Professor. I'm Mariela Cortez, and we'll talk about consumer analysis. Vegetables market is still in an early stage. It is mostly young people that are the ones who are willing to try new products and disrupt inherited shapes, such as the consumption of fresh products stored in supermarket shelves. As previously before, these are young independent professionals, single or two-person household or young married couples that are the ones that support the growth of processed fruit and vegetables or packaged products in general, due to having an energetic and fast life. This is why the demand of products that offer convenience by making the cooking process easier and faster will lead to a greater consumption of processed food as years go by. Next, please. In terms of geographic location, our target market is people that belong to socioeconomic levels A, specifically A1 and A2, and B1. Concerning to the Zone 7 of Lima, which are mainly the 13.1% of the total population of Lima metropolitan capital. These people mainly have high monthly wages, which will allow them to spend more and outside its basic basket, and will tend to try new brands that offer a better quality. Then for demography, our target market is people from 24 to 45 years old, men and women with no religion or race specifically. As previously said, young professionals, married couples with no children or maximum two, that are still developing themselves in their careers and are opting to invest for a better quality of life. Next, please. In terms of psychographic levels, we chose, according to Arellano, a proactive lifestyle. We mainly the modern, that's the first one, that is people that work or study and look for its own personal realization and tend to follow trends. Enjoys going shopping for well-known brands and products, and those who will facilitate life and chores at home. And then the second one would be the sophisticated group that is average, modern, and cosmopolitan, and prefer innovative products with a good quality and added value. Next, please. Then in terms of behavior, the lack of economic stability in the Peruvian market affects the development of processed fruit and vegetables, which is mainly acknowledged as being overpriced, and this can be easily substituted by fresh products. First of all, because the distribution of these frozen products are limited to modern grocery retailers because they have the facilities and refrigeration capacity. This is the case of green fruits that is mainly offered in Wong. This is a Peruvian brand of frozen processed vegetables that is the one that is mostly consumed in the local market. And the second one is the Canadian brand, of frozen packaged potatoes, that is McCain, that it's been decreasing its share in the market due to its high next one. Okay, then in terms of fresh foods, these are mostly bought in supermarket or Peruvian traditional mercados by maids and on a daily basis in some sectors. Also, packaged processed frozen food are mostly offered in retailers such as Wong, Vivanda, and Flora y Fauna because of its refrigerative capacity and has the facility and type of concept to sell it. Then, as we can see in the list, in the chart, internet retailing, it's been increasing in the last 6 years, but not significantly. That means that it's because e-commerce is still not well equipped in the Peruvian local market, as well as not all families have the facility to buy and nor trust in this. Thus, Cencosud, belonging to Wong and Metro, began in 2018 grocery online shopping as an option.
Hello, Professor. My name is Nicolas Nuyent, and I'm going to talk about development and proposal of the product. So within the tentative name, All Seasons, we chose this name because our product is the perfect combination between a healthy and a natural food without sacrificing the organic component of the vegetables or the fruits, plus the additive of being frozen. And second, the suggested price. We thought 11 soles for a 500-gram Ziploc bag was a good idea because we want a price that is between the higher and lower prices in the market without sacrificing a good quality product. So we can be price competitive for a niche we are striking for. And for the distribution channels, we want to be a brand that is considered among the high quality brands in the Peruvian market of frozen packaged vegetables and fruits. Therefore, we aim to maintain the essence of an upper segment brand by buying it exclusively in our website. Because we want to bet for e-commerce for commercializing our product as an easier and faster way of connecting with our clients. Plus, considering the upcoming challenges wholesalers in physical stores will face due to the COVID-19 issues, we want to help to reduce face-to-face interaction by doing our wholesales process virtually. And lastly, as a new brand, we're looking to get known in the local packaged market by using direct marketing such as television, social media, magazines, outdoors, and outdoor advertising, etc. And sales promotion on our website mainly, and social media to introduce our product, as well as activation activities at some local fairs, or having a small pop-up store in the future when problems regarding to health issues are solved. Thank you.
After analyzing all of the gathered information, we can conclude that the demand in the consumption of frozen vegetables has increased due to the change in the rhythm of people's life, since they need the most efficient products to consume. Likewise, the high socioeconomic levels under the modern tendency to do everything in a more practical way show great potential to further increase the market. On the other hand, we observe that e-commerce has positioned itself as an innovative distribution channel that is reinforced by the strength of social networks. This would lead to better market penetration, accompanied by a personalized and efficient service for the consumer. Finally, the consumer himself is the Peruvian who has a higher living standard with purchasing power, level A and B, around 24 to 45 years old, where the lifestyle they have describes the life a young professional or a young couple. That is the classic and renewed way of living of young people and adults. Thanks.
Also, we have to add that because of the new conjuncture we're living on right now, thanks to the spread of the COVID-19, we want to measure the effect that this virus is going to have in the agro industry, that is frozen vegetables. Thank you.